Welcome back to the Mrshowtym podcast. Now, in this video, I'm going to be previewing the Springboks versus All Blacks round 2 of the 2022 Rugby Championships. Now, in this video, I've identified certain key elements of weaknesses I saw from the All Blacks. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, right now, it's not so much about the Springboks. The headlines are all about the performance of the All Blacks, the woes and the shortcomings of the All Blacks. And I can't help but, talk about it more than I'm talking about the Springboks. I've identified certain key weaknesses within the box. Now, I've said before in my previous video, the problem with the All Blacks now, it's more mental than it is with the game plan. The players are just not there mentally. Right? And before we dive into the topic, did anyone notice who was sitting up there in the stands? A very familiar face that goes by the name of Eddie Jones and Matthew Proudfoot, the sellout, right? Because after we kick England's butt in the 2019 Rugby World Cup, Eddie Jones said, "Okay, no, let me snatch one of their own away. Let's see how they fare." Well, Eddie Jones thinks he's gonna snatch one of our coaching staff, and we're supposed to be, we're supposed to weaken us. Maybe, but not quite. But kind of, right? But anyway, so Eddie Jones couldn't watch the game from the comfort of his own home. No, he had to come all the way down here in South Africa to Nelspruit to watch it live. As if that's gonna be better. As if he's gonna see some angles that he wouldn't see on his own big screen TV at home. Like, because don't tell me that, he genuinely wants to come down in South Africa and enjoy the atmosphere live and in person. No. Highly improbable, okay? Don't fool me. But fine. Let's say, for example, Eddie Jones just really wanted to come down here in SA and just shoot the breeze and just enjoy the show in person. Fine. Fine, Eddie. Whatever, hey. What I get the feeling that Eddie Jones' main mission now is to get back at South Africa for the boo-boo we gave him back in the 2019 Rugby World Cup final, right? He's still upset. He's obviously upset, right? He big mad. But anyway, about the All Blacks, I've noticed in the first game last weekend, the All Blacks, when they played, they retreated back to, they passed the ball often to, their biggest and best player on the field, Beauden Barrett. They kept falling back on Beauden Barrett. He had, I think according to the stats, he had the most carries, if I'm not mistaken. If not, he had the second most carries or the third most carries. Point is, Barrett made a lot of carries and he was the one creating opportunities. So again, there's not enough initiative from the All Blacks players. There's not enough, initiative to create something. There's Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith was quiet. There was Artie Savia. Artie Savia was trying. Artie Savia was, he was. And then you have the likes of Sam Cane, of which I really do not. He's a bad pick. Okay, he's a really bad pick. As a player and as captain. With Sam K, they tried molding him into Richie McCaw 2.0, and it's just not clicking. It's not working. And again, another thing that's weakening the All Blacks currently do not have centers, both inside and outside, 13 and number 12. They don't have inside centers right now. Because, I don't know, it's partially because, Jack Goodhue is out. He's out injured. And And Anton Leonard Brown is out with injury. So a couple of their centers are injured. Sonny Bill Williams is retired. Nani Laumapi, they let him go. Steve Hansen neglected to select him for the Rugby World Cup in 2019, and he said, "Nah, screw it. I'm not appreciated." So he went to pursue his career in France. So that was a huge loss for the All Blacks at the number 12 position at inside center. Big loss, and they took their best winger, who won Player of the Tournament in 2017, Rico Ioane, or Frico Ioane, right? They took Frico Ioane from 11, they put him on the midfield. Now, it's Super Rugby, he's played 12, he's played 13 for a few matches, and he's just not the same. He just cannot assert himself the best way he can in the midfield. If you want the best out of Frico Ioane, put him at wing. Put him at wing. And then they brought in the likes of Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark, he impressed me with his, the way he's just surged through the advantage line. He's not the best, he's not phenomenal, but he is something to be reckoned with. He is a impact player. Now he's still yet to prove himself more, but I think his timing is all wrong. The way the state of the All Blacks now, they're wounded. But then again, some might say that that's the perfect time to shine amongst the others who are quiet. And then he says, depends. Caleb Clark was really impressive because in 2020 I didn't see him. He wasn't this good in 2020, but Caleb Clark is something to be reckoned with, right? But seriously, they should really consider shifting Frico Ioane back at wing. Like seriously, that's why Rico only plays at his best. And with our Springboks, again, who else got injured? Beauden Barrett he was cleared from injury, right? And Jody Barrett, he sprained his ankle. He's in question whether or not he's going to be available for the next test match. So what does that mean, South Africa? Okay, now Springbok coaching staff, Leicester for me. Check this out, right? Our wingers, specifically Marcus Mapimpi, he's improved his aerial skills, right? So what does that mean? With Jody Barrett, a tall fullback who's usually very good under the high ball, he's probably not going to be available for the next test. So what does that mean? This is our chance to capitalize on those aerial balls. Now, not box kicks. No, not from Faf. Fine, if you're going to do some box kicks, let it be from Jaden Henderson. And what I mean by that, let Jaden Henderson start. But still, let's play off of 10. Because at 10, we can be elusive. We have options. Okay, do I kick it? Pollard has options. Let Pollard have options. Do I kick up and under? Or do I play the ball and then, play some, put some chips over the top for the chip and chase? Stuff like that. Let's just vary our attack and just keep them guessing. Keep them surprised. We can have our initial game plan, powering them forward, pounding them with our forwards, with our pods. But again, it's backline play, backline ball, quick ball, utilize the ball, do quick ball. Let the backline do some set piece moves, illusions, grabber kicks, all that stuff. And let's clock on as many points as we can on the All Blacks. This is our chance to get revenge for that 57-0 defeat in Albany in 2017. The one thing I'm upset about is we almost made history. We almost defeated the All Blacks tryless. That could have been the first match where the All Blacks never scored a try in the entire match. So let's try to make that happen this weekend, shall we? Right? This is a very good opportunity to capitalize. Again, Dialindi, please pass. And please, here's another concern at wing. Okay, correctly answer is out. Citing. He got a red card, he's out. Now, for the love of God, I'm over here praying that they don't select Jesse Creel at wing, please. I know Springboks is out in injury, or I would have selected him. I would have selected Springboks. Cheslin Kobe is out. Apelele Fasi was dropped for reasons I'm still confused. Who else do we have at wing? We can bring in Cornell Hendricks, right? Who else can we pick at wing? But please, if Jesse Creel gets picked at wing, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be really annoyed because a team is as strong as its weakest link, and Jesse Creel is one of our weakest links, along with Ville Leroux. Can anyone explain their selection in the Springbok squad? Of course, nepotism. Yeah, those guys are probably related in some shape or form to one of the coaches. That's why they gained that favor. As much as Ville Leroux sucks and he deserves to be dropped, as much as Jesse Creel is pretty much useless, he doesn't do anything with the ball. He just gets the ball and he just runs straight. He doesn't pass, he doesn't draw defenders, he doesn't crash ball, he does nothing but except run straight. He doesn't even step. Jesse Creel is useless. But oh no, watch. He's probably going to get a selected wing. Oh, he had his 50th test cap. I don't know. When was this? Last year. They don't want to drop this guy. Jesse Creel is useless. But it's not my call to make, unfortunately. Right? Who do we have at wing? Who can we possibly select at wing? I'm nominating Cornell Hendricks. Out of the players that are available. Heck, I'm willing to hey, I can even go as far, hey, I would rather pick Trevor Nakani at wing rather than Jesse Creel. But anyway, again, Springboks, this is a chance to capitalize on All Blacks. Do not let them score a single try. Our defense was solid, right? But one weakness in our defense that I just keep, it really irks me. I just see the weakness every time. They just keep doing it. Even the All Blacks, they pinpoint it out. When we use our counter defense, we tend to cut out. When the guys are rushing up with the defense, the rush up defense, they tend to want to cut out the wing by cutting in at number 13. So our wing will attack number 13 and cut him off to prevent the ball from going to their winger. And you know what they do? They end up doing a skip pass over, and then the wing gets the ball. So instead of doing that, how about instead of our wingers or our 13 or rushing up to their 13, how about rushing to the wing? Making sure that he gets an early tackle. Did you understand what I said? So let me repeat myself. So generally, our number 13 or our wing, when they make a rush-up defense, they attack their number 13. So they're anticipating him getting the ball, and then they quickly rush up to him to cut off the supply to the number 14, their winger, right? Or 14 or 11. So they rush up, they cut off the supply to the winger, and then they always end up doing a skip pass over the top, and then their winger gets the ball anyway. And that's how their wingers get some running meters. So instead of doing that, rush up to defense and attack their winger, because they're anticipating us running to their 13, but instead of running to the 13, attack their winger early, right? So at the beginning of the phase, our number 10 can force Boarding Barrett to make an early pass. We cannot allow Barrett to hold on for the ball too long, because if the ball goes from 9, Aaron Smith passes to Boarding Barrett, Barrett gets the ball. If we allow him to run, to hold on to the ball long enough for him to, do some magic, that's where we're going to have some problems. That's where Barrett's going to create a try out of nowhere. So Pollard, what Hunter Pollard must do is, as soon as Bowden Barrett gets the ball, immediately rush up to him and force him to make an early pass. So Pollard, stay on Barrett. As soon as he gets the ball, try to smash him. Or force him to make an early pass. They'll put their backline under pressure. At that point, it's number 12's decision now to okay, what do I do now? And usually it's David Havili. David Havili is a weakling. Now he has, the obligation to make a decision. He's probably going to make a skip pass over the top to their 14 because they know we're going to attack their 13. Do you get it? So what I'm saying is, as soon as number 12 makes a skip pass on their 13 over to their wing, rush up not to their 13 but to their wing. Do you get it? Just a little minor details we can work on leading up to the second match. But hey, that's all I have to now. And yeah, that's all I have for now. Good luck to the Springboks. Let's seek revenge on that 57-0. Let's beat them 57-0. Heck, let's beat them 60-0. We can do it, you know that. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Cheers.